Hello, Tarleton Texan fans. Welcome to the Point. And this week on To the Point, our guest is a senior baseball player here at Tarleton State University, Tyler Fowler. Tyler has been in the program now for 4 years after getting his start at Texas Tech and then going to Blinn College. He was on the 2018 championship team that won the tournament for the Lone Star Conference back in 2018. Currently this season, he's batting .293 with 3 home runs and 22 RBIs. And we thank him so much for joining us here on To the Point. Tyler, welcome to the Point. Thanks for joining us.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me.
Let's move on to where you start off school. You start at Texas Tech. You play 6 games there as a freshman. You have a couple of hits. What was it like starting there, and then you moved to Blinn, and then you end up Tarleton? How does that happen? How do you go from there all the way to here?
Well, so I started out at Texas Tech my freshman year, and unfortunately, one of the first practices I had there, I ended up getting hurt. So I was kind of shut down most of the fall. I was still able to hit and everything, but I had an arm injury. And then from that, I kind of rehabbed my way back through, got to play a little bit early on in the spring, and then I started having some more arm injuries. So then I get shut down for the rest of that year, get my medical red shirt. And then I come back next fall. And then I spend the fall there, and then they brought in some good recruits. And, I mean, I'm a hometown boy, so I was feeling a little homesick, wanted to kind of get back closer to home, go back somewhere a little smaller, just to get my feet, wet playing some college baseball. So I found Blinn Junior College, went there for a semester, and I really liked that. Playing for Coach Mack was great. All the guys there were awesome. But then again, I kind of wanted to come back home, and Stephenville, it's only an hour from where I'm from, so I felt like that was a perfect fit. And then I kind of knew of Coach Conger just because I played against his son in high school. So, I mean, I kind of just reached out with them, and they're actually looking at me whenever I was at Blinn, and it just kind of all fell into place there. And ever since then, now you can't get me out of here.
Well, and that's okay. We like it a lot. You've done a lot here, and before we start talking about the on the field stuff here at Tarleton State, I think we need to point out that you have got a number of degrees now. You got your bachelor's in kinesiology here. And then you have 2 master's degree, one in athletic administration, and now you're completing one in education for leaders in technology. Is that what it is? Do you know what you're going to do when you get done with baseball yet? How you're going to use that education? You can do a lot of things, obviously, with that much. Do you know what you're going to do?
You know, I really have an interest in the athletic administration side of things. I kind of want to explore some options, maybe talk to some people here at Tarleton just to see what kind of career options there are for me, and then just to kind of get my foot in the door somewhere, and then possibly if it comes back to coaching one day, do that. But I kind of want to stay on the collegiate side of things and work in the administration department.
Well, that's awesome. You've done a great job here. I've heard a lot of great things for you. I'm sure there'll be some opportunities moving forward. Let's talk about on the field this year. Obviously, you actually started with Conger. And then you have a couple of coaches come through before Mead comes here. You've been here for all of them. And before we talk about the differences in coaches, let's talk a little bit about the move from Division II to Division I. I think every sport has, I don't know if growing pains would be the right words, but there's been some changes. I think the level of play has gone up. Would you agree with that? It's tougher now than it used to be?
Yes, sir. It definitely is a little tougher. I mean, nowadays, the biggest difference in Division II in Division I think, is the depth. Everybody can play, no matter who they roll out there. Every dude can play. Every dude's good at what they do. But I think the Division I transitions definitely made us a better ball team. I think this year, playing the level of competition we played has made us so much better. And I just think the future of Tarleton State baseball is bright. It's going in the right direction.
The other thing, too, that sounds really neat to me is obviously you've gotten to play at some really historic places. You play at Globe Life Field, the brand new Rangers Stadium against UTA this year. The next night, you get to turn around and go to Texas A&M, and you guys go toe-to-toe with the Aggies. That night, you got to play at Lupton Stadium against TCU. You've gotten to do a lot of things that those opportunities wouldn't have been there at Division II. What's that been like this year?
Man, those are all awesome. I mean, I'm a Rangers fan, so getting to play at Globe Life was awesome. I mean, I can't wait to go there and then watch a game this year and then just know that I played out there on that field. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And then playing at College Station, man, that part was fun. Those fans, they let you have it, and especially because little sister school apparently, and so their fans were letting us have it. They're getting on us. They're roasting our outfielders a little bit. I know that time with that, and playing at TCU. I mean, growing up from Cleburne, TCU's right up the road, and I went to a lot of their games. I know they have a great program, and their field was just awesome. That atmosphere, you just can't beat it.
Well, it's been fun to get to go and watch you guys play, during the last couple of months as well. Let's talk about, we mentioned, you've had a couple of coaches here, Aaron Mead, the latest of them. What do you like about playing for Coach Mead?
Man, playing for Coach Mead, it's been awesome. He's one of the main reasons I came back this year because I just love the coaching staff and I wasn't ready to give up baseball yet. I mean, in the 24 games we had last year, that's probably some of the most fun I've ever had playing baseball. And I just really wasn't ready to give it up. And they made it an easy decision to come back because, I love the coaches. They're great. And then Coach Mead, he's awesome. He's a competitor. He'll get out there. He'll throw us BP. He likes to compete against us. And it's fun because, he's got really good stuff, man. And it's just awesome. He likes to compete and knows just how to have fun.
Well, he just does against you because he makes it go from the right side, right?
Yeah, he does that. He'll talk some stuff. And I'll hit off him here and there, and then I'll say some words back to him. But it's all just to make us all better.
No, well, you can definitely see it too in the growth from the start of the year to now. Big series coming up this weekend. You guys will play GCU, Grand Canyon University, and it will be your official senior weekend. What's it like just looking back on your time here, and what will be some of the memories? Is obviously they're probably going to honor you guys at one of the games. I think the Friday game is the game they're going to honor the seniors this year. You've been with those guys for quite some time now. What are some of your favorite memories here at Tarleton State?
And some of my favorite memories would be the first year when I was here, we won the conference tourney, and that was awesome. And then Ruben, he hit the big old walk-off for us, and he's still here. And then we have Flanny, who's coaching as well. And just getting to stay with those guys that were playing when I was here, and now they're coaching, man, it's been awesome. Especially one of the biggest things I like is seeing all the freshmen that came in that still stuck around here, just watching them mature as ball players. Like, that's been like one of the coolest things because I usually try to talk to them, give them some advice because, I've been around the game for quite some time. They call me Old Man Fowler. But, yeah, just watching them mature into ball players, I think that's just been like the coolest thing. And then the camaraderie with the teammates, like all the long trips, the bus rides, the flights has been awesome this year. Just everything, the small talk in the dugout. And we had one game last year in Cameron. It was a rain out, and we went to Qdoba, and we came back, and we sat on the bus for like 2 to 3 hours. And we didn't start that game until midnight. And we found a way to walk that one off. And those are just like the things you remember, like just right there. You spend all that time, and it's just been awesome, an awesome experience.
Yeah, that's definitely, hey, hold on to it as long as you can, right? Because you can only play so long, and then you just do, what all the other old guys like me do, talk about when you did play. So, and you're right, those bus drives like that and those rides that you talked about, those are some of the things when you're sitting on a bus for 2-3 hours, some of the things that those guys, those teammates come up with to do to just fill in that time are some of the best times because you're just dying laughing because you're just trying to fill up time. And yeah, those are the things that you miss the most. You would think it'd be the on-field stuff, but it's not. So it's awesome that you realize that right now. That's really cool. Let's talk about some of your hobbies off the field. What do you like to do to, unwind when you're not playing baseball or getting 3 degrees?
Getting 3 degrees, man. Well, since the pandemic, I've recently become an avid golfer, or I would say. I like to go out to the golf course. I don't really hit them straight that often, but when I do, it's fun to play. Yeah, I go out there and hit the ball all around, and that's fun. Golf's fun. I can't wait to get back into that this summer a little bit. And then I like to hunt in the fall and then fish in the summer. And one thing about being so close back to where I live is I have a deer lease that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes down the road. So
wow,
you get off, I get to go run down there, get some hunting in, and that's awesome. Just love being outdoors and doing all that kind of stuff.
I've always wondered, you're a switch hitter for baseball. When you play golf, if you're not doing well from one side, you just switch around?
Oh, man, I wish I could do that. I think I swung a golf club left-handed one time. Oh, man, I have no feel with that thing. I don't even know if I could hit the ball left-handed with that. It's kind of weird how you can hit a baseball left-handed, but you try to hit a target that's not moving at all, you can't even do it.
Yeah, something about golf. It's tough for sure. I think baseball and hitting a ball is the hardest thing to do in sports. I think golf might be a close second.
Golf's right there.
Yeah. So a reminder, if you have questions or you want to know what's going on or you want tickets to the baseball game this weekend against Grand Canyon University, tarletonsports.com/tickets. You can get your tickets there to the game this weekend. It's a 4-game set coming up with GCU. It'll start Friday, and then we'll have a doubleheader Saturday and a game Sunday. There is a chance of some rain, but hopefully we get through that. Tyler, once again, thank you so much for the time, and we will see you at the game this weekend.
No problem, man. Thank you for having me.